Namaskar, everyone. To everyone who is viewing online, and also to everyone who is joining us in the hall, a warm welcome to our Healing Circle. We are so sorry that we missed you all last week, but we actually had a quite intense power outage in the country. But we are so happy to be back with you all this week and to share all that we know with all of you. So for this week, we have a beautiful program planned. In that, we will begin with balancing the major energy centers within us. And this starts with Reiki, turning our attention inward and getting a feel for that healing in that inner space. And that will be followed by Mukunda, who will take us into energizing and powering up the core. And Prema Bai, our newest teacher, will take us into the exercises for opening up, engaging the heart, and really preparing us nicely for Guruji's healing meditation. So again, it's really beautiful to see all of you. We are so happy to be with you all again. And let's begin today with our Reiki. So we can start by closing our eyes and making ourselves really comfortable exactly as we sit. And here, making ourselves comfortable means that we feel our feet on the ground just as we sit. Placing our hands just comfortably wherever we feel. Palms can be facing down or they can be up. Whatever you feel in this moment. And as we turn our energy inside, we just give ourselves the chance to feel. Now, it doesn't matter the kind of day that we've had. For many of us, it's actually the evening or the late afternoon. So just giving ourselves the chance to tune into the body in this moment is extremely powerful, even just as we sit. So we feel our feet just as they are on the ground. And here we can move our toes a little bit, picking them up, placing them down. We can tap into the feeling of our ankles, just by lifting up the heel and simply placing them back down. Now, as you notice, every movement is so much more than just a simple movement. We are bringing ourselves into the present moment with every little movement that we do with the body. As we lift our heels and we place them back down, we give attention to how the legs feel, and just being really relaxed. The knees, the thighs, our hips. And we can even move our seat just a little bit, just a little side to side. And it's nice to see us all doing this together. Nice collective group consciousness happening. And we can feel our abdominal muscles just bringing a relaxing feeling of breathing into our space. And just notice that in this moment, our breathing can be totally at ease. Just using the power of our mind and knowing that there's no rush. We are at total ease with our body in this moment. Our minds are coming more and more into the present moment with everything that we do. And we can move the shoulders from side to side, the neck from side to side. And with every movement, we can feel as though we are nurturing the body, even just as we move. Can have a gentle smile on the face, knowing that this moment is just for us. It's just for our experience with the body, with the healing field. and truly opening ourselves to being present with the body. Can already feel a lot of silence happening in our space. And here we can also use the power of present moment and sacred intention. And as a tool to help us do this even more, we can simply follow the breath. Gentle exhale, even through the mouth if you wish. And a deep inhale starting from the base of our spine and coming all the way up the spinal column. And just one more exhale. And feel the sensations of even breathing with a little bit of awareness. More calmness in the body. A little bit more present awareness with what is happening in our physical space. And now we bring our attention inward even more. We can do this by bringing our palms together in Gassho, just in front of the heart. And as we do this, feel the power of the heart space in our present moment. Now, in this space, we ask that all of our guides, the Reiki masters, bless us as we work lovingly with the body. We create a sacred intention for whatever we want this to be. Opening ourselves to that healing space. And tapping into the true power of healing inside of us. As we connect deeply to this heart energy, we can bring both of our palms up towards the sky, towards the heavens. And imagine as though we are taking all of this beautiful energy from that heavenly space and connecting it powerfully into our field. And just as we do this, we don't lose awareness of the energy from the feet as well. So now we are creating two powerful energy circuits. One coming from the heavens, that beautiful cosmic energy, and also from the base of our feet. And from here, we can shower this energy down our entire body by bringing our fingers together just as comfortable as we are. A few inches away from the body, we scan the space, scanning our auric field. And bringing this beautiful cosmic energy down into our body, even past the knees and all the way down to the toes. And as we do this beautiful scan, we just flick our fingers away at the feet. Bring the hands up again, tapping into the cosmic energy. We're all doing it together, so let's enjoy. And again, bringing the fingers together and making this beautiful energy scan. And here you can tap into your own intuition and leave the hands wherever on your body is comfortable for you. So if the heart needs a little bit more attention, we just leave our hands right in front of the heart. And continuing that flow at your own pace. Remembering it's this cosmic energy that we are bringing down into the body. And again, flicking the fingers away at the toes. Coming back up, and just for a few moments we can close our eyes and simply observe what is happening in the inner space. So knowing that we are charging our physical space up with this beautiful subtle energy, allowing this to infuse everything that we do in our Reiki practice. And here we can give attention to bringing this Reiki directly onto our own body, or self-Reiki. So we can start by placing our hands on top of the crown. And here we can just imagine that we are untangling whatever has happened in the mind. Cosmic universal energy pouring into our mental space. Moving our hands down to the back of the neck at the medulla point. Strong energy point within our system. And we can leave one hand there and bring the other towards our third eye, just resting it gently. And we connect both energy points, one at the third eye and the other at the medulla point. Bringing our hands just to cover our ears. Healing our listening space. Imagining the most divine sounds. Bringing the hands to in front of the face. And actually feeling the relaxation of all of our facial features. You can feel the softness happening on our face. No tension in any of the facial muscles. Bringing the hands just to above the breasts. You can either place them on top if you're comfortable, or even just leave them a little bit away from the body. Nurturing quality. The same lovingness that we started with. Bringing the hands a little bit lower just to our solar plexus. Again, a really powerful energetic point in our body. Again, we imagine this beautiful Reiki subtle energy just flowing into these spaces as we move our hands. Bringing it down to the navel area. powerhouse of our body. Here we hold quite a lot of fear, anxiety. So we just imagine that as our hands are placed near this, that we eliminate anything that we don't want. And moving our hands even lower, just to above the sexual organs. For some, you might actually feel some heat in the palms. That's a good indication that this Reiki energy is flowing. And let's rub both of our palms together, just generating a little bit of heat. And we're going to place this behind us, just on our kidneys. Good for eliminating stress overall in our systems and just bringing this loving, healing energy to our organs. Just flicking away our fingertips whenever you feel ready, just allowing any excess energy to just flow out of the fingertips. This is a good way to do that. Okay, then we can gently place our hands just atop the knees and just close the eyes for a moment. It's a good chance just to observe what is happening in our inner space. And to close off our Reiki today, we will do what is called the Celtic Weave. So this exercise is actually really good for creating energetic protection. So we'll start by bringing our elbows together and our hands close to our ears. Now with an exhale through the mouth, we're simply going to cross the hands down and out. So we begin near our mental space. Okay, then by our abdominal area, then by the lower area. Now we gather the energy from the earth just by cupping our hands and bringing it up above our crown. And here, we are actually going to make figure eights with the hands. So again, creating these levels of protection. We could bring it down to our third eye. Excellent, everyone. Okay, in front of our navel. And then the nice thing about the Celtic weave is you can do this everywhere. So we can Celtic weave to the sides. Again, imagining that we are just weaving this layer of protection around us. Okay, and when you are ready, you can simply place the palms just by the thighs again, and just close the eyes for a moment. So we've tapped into the power of healing with our physical touch, turning our attention into the subtle, and also creating a beautiful level of balance and protection in our inner space. With this, we can use the attention into our subtle for everything that we do in this program. to infuse this beautiful healing energy into all of our exercises and to use this as a really powerful tool. So I want to thank all of you for joining me for our little Reiki exercise. And again, it was such a joy to see all of you again. We missed you last week. And really enjoy the exercises coming up. Now we have Mukunda, and he will help us really infuse the core with beautiful energy. Namaskar, everyone. Enjoy.
Namaskar, everyone. Welcome to this segment of the Healing Circle. And today we're going to talk about the gut. It's a little bit sensitive subject, but I'm going to talk a little bit about the gut and show you a couple of exercises and show you what an important part the gut is for your meditation. But before we go into it, let's first start with a breathing exercise to help connect with the body after the first segment of centering. So if you're standing, I'd like to invite you to separate your legs a little bit wider than hips width. Make sure you feel a good connection with the floor, and you can bend your knees a little bit. Now if you're sitting on a chair, I'd like you to join in as well. Just make sure the feet stay flat on the floor and that the spine is straight. Now you will see me using quite a lot of force, pushing the prana down into the belly. The goal is to energize the whole belly area. So we use the focus, we use our strong intention for when we exhale to push the prana downwards into the belly. And at the end of the exhalation, make sure that the abdominal muscles are contracted so you keep all the prana inside of the belly. Now in the beginning, you need a lot of focus, you need a lot of determination because the natural flow of the exhale goes out through the nose. But the more and more you train the muscles, especially around the diaphragm, it will become easier and easier. So let's start. Bring your attention to the inside of your body. How is your belly feeling right now at the moment? Keep your spine straight. And let's start. Keep pushing the prana down, energizing the body, energizing the belly, and really use your abdominal muscles at the end to keep the prana inside. For 3, 2, 1, and release. Now, is anyone feeling dizzy? No? That's perfect. Because you push the prana downwards, you should not feel dizzy at all in your head. So it's a nice exercise to eventually start using more and more force to give your body that direct energy. Now, like I said, I would like to share a little bit about the gut. And the reason why that is because last week I finished a 3-week diet to heal a leaky gut. Maybe you already know what a leaky gut is. Basically, it means that because of the wrong foods, because of the wrong diet, the wrong lifestyle, basically, the stomach wall gets little holes in it, and undigested food can come into your bloodstream, which frankly makes you a little bit groggy and it gives you a not so nice mood. I was already doing an intermittent fasting. That means I would only take the breakfast and the lunch here in the ashram. And as you probably know, if you ever were here in the ashram, you know we get 3 beautiful meals a day provided by the kitchen. Kitchen moved downstairs. It's now called Annapurna, and Mira is at the head of it. And her philosophy is that food should be like a medicine. Instead of taking energy, food should give you energy. So I got the chance to experience this diet, and it was amazing. Within 2 days, I got much more energy. After about a week and a half, like I felt a dark cloud lifted around my belly area. And all that extra energy that I guess was used to constantly try to heal the gut, was now just flowing naturally upwards. Almost like a continuous uplift of my mood. And I realized how important the health of your gut is. And basically, I didn't have major changes. Like I said, I was already taking only the breakfast and the lunch. With the breakfast, we have oatmeal. I only added just a little bit seeds. With the lunch, I added a little bit of dressing for like the salad, and I would take a kombucha every day. And if I felt like I needed a little bit more protein, I would take a yogurt, which also had probiotics. And I don't know how I could have lived differently for all those years. I have such a sensitivity now. Like my belly, my gut is alive. It's happy, and it gives such a beautiful feeling. And I'm really happy to share that with you. That with Annapurna, we really trying to help people who have like digestive issues by giving exactly the right diet. Every gut is different. It's like your fingerprint. Every person is different. With the guidance of Mira and with the help of all the kitchen staff, we provide such a beautiful food now for the healing. So I kind of like to add the spotlight to it. Now, like I said, the gut and the belly, the abdominal wall, is very important also for your meditation pose. So I'd like to invite you to come into a standing position. Bring your feet together, toes and heels touch. And it's okay if you're sitting. Just make sure that you slightly push your sit bones down against your chair and that you keep lifting your chest up. And everyone who's standing, make sure the body weight goes in both feet. Start contracting your thighs. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze your inner thighs against each other. Press the tailbone down. Pull your chest and spine upwards. and see if you can find a balance between a downward force, the downward force by pushing the feet downwards against the floor continuously, and at the same time that upward force by lifting your chest up towards the ceiling, keeping your spine. Now, if you bring your focus to your belly area, maybe you can feel that your belly is being pulled in. In order for your chest to stay upward, to have this continuous upward movement, to make sure that the spine stays straight, the abdominal wall goes a little bit inwards and also a little bit upwards. So that way it creates that perfect wall, basically, to support your ribcage, to support your chest. So even when you're sitting, see if you can feel that when the belly goes inwards and a slight feeling of upwards. Now the most important aspect is that you are able to do it continuously. If you think like our meditations are normally about 30 minutes, are you able to keep that belly in for 30 minutes? That will be the goal. It won't give you any six-pack, but you can train those muscles for the continuous energy flow. And release. Very good. Now, I have to share as well that I didn't have a healthy lifestyle like all my life. And there was a point that I was eating so much not so healthy food that the belly started to grow and grow and grow and grow. Now that was, I remember when it happened, the belly became bigger, and there was one moment when the belly became so big it started to cross you like a threshold. And that's a very important point. It's all right to have a little bit of fat around the belly, especially when you live in a cold country with heavy winters. It's good to have a little bit of a layer of fat to keep you warm. But I observed in myself that once the belly became so big, it started to pass this threshold, then it started to really hang. Now I'm afraid to tell you, but when that happens, when you pass that threshold, then your meditation posture becomes very challenging. Because then the layer of fat becomes just too heavy and it starts pulling the belly downwards. And the effect of it was that I started to get pains in my lower back because the belly started to hang downwards and it automatically pulled my spine in a kind of a backward bend, put a lot of tension in the lower back area. So just remember that if you're really interested in creating that perfect meditation pose, the gut is so important. Even the layer of fat, you have to be careful about that it doesn't start to hang. To illustrate that, like how well are we able to keep the belly in? We're going to do one more pose. It's the first part of the awkward pose of the Bikram series. And for that I will turn towards the side so you can see it a little bit better. You want to separate your feet about hips width apart. Make sure that the insides of your feet are exactly parallel with each other. Feel your body weight divided over both feet. Now, beside that, this posture is a practice of keeping the belly in. See how much weight the belly actually is. It's also a beautiful posture in finding the balance between 4 energy forces. You will find there will be a downward force, an opposing force that goes upward. Then there's a forward force, and also a backward force. And the goal of this pose is to find that perfect balance between these four opposing forces. So you keep the feet separated, and then stretch the arms all the way forward. Keep your 5 fingers together. And if you remember from the previous time, see if you can create this energy current flowing through the arm. So we invoke the shoulder muscle strength. Invoke the shoulder muscle strength and then stretch the arms all the way forward. Now when you do that, you might feel that energy current flowing through your arms. See if you can keep that throughout the entire pose. Now when you exhale, start pulling that belly in, see how that goes, and then try to keep the belly in for the entire posture. When you exhale, keep the belly in, and then sit down like you're sitting down in a chair. Now like I say, there's 4 opposing forces. You want to continuously press your feet down against the floor. The opposing force is that lifting your chest up. So you're creating a backward bend in this pose, compression in the lower spine. Then bring more body weight in the heels. Sit down even lower to push the hips all the way back. Very good. And to keep yourself in balance, you stretch the arms a little bit more forward. Now bring the attention back to your belly and see if you're able to keep pulling the belly inwards all the time. So the belly, the abdominal wall, is constantly supporting the upward movement of your chest. Beautiful. Very nice. And change. Good. Step your foot back and arms by your side. Thank you so much for your attention. Like I said, I kind of wanted to put the spotlight on Annapurna. We have a wonderful team in the kitchen. It's led by Mira. Slowly but steadily, there's little changes happening, like we still have cooked vegetables, but now we use like the pressure cooker. We still have oils, olive food, but we use the right oils. All these slight changes are happening so that the food that we serve in the ashram are actually now healing for us. And in the future, we really hope that anyone who has any digestive issue, we really hope to help them in the future. So thank you very much. Our next segment will be Premabai, talking about the heart, and also once again, that gut, maybe you already know, a strong Manipura is really needed when we go to the heart. Thank you and namaskar.
Namaskar, everyone. My name is Prema Bai, and welcome to our next segment. Thank you so much, Mukunda, for enlightening us on how to support our physical and energetic heart. We're going to travel up now to the heart space and understand more deeply how we can nourish and support our physical heart, as well as opening up the energetic heart space. So first of all, we'll start off in either a comfortable seated position or standing if you feel comfortable standing. And we'll come to a grounded position where the feet are at least hips distance. Rock a little bit forward and back on the feet, feeling the bottoms of the feet spreading out. If you're in a chair, you can also do this. We want to feel the skin and the muscles of the bottoms of the feet spreading out to give us a really nice wide base. And then once you have settled the feet, you feel really nice and grounded, relax the arms down by your side, by your waist. And we'll take a big inhale, bringing the shoulders all the way up by ears. Hold the inhale in at the very top. And then exhale, release. Just let it all go to the ground. Yeah. Inhale, bringing it all the way up by the ears, shoulders squeezing at the very top of the inhale. Exhale, yeah. So our shoulders, a lot of times they're called the smokestacks of the body. All of our tension, emotions, they rise up like fire in a chimney. We can hold a lot of pain and tension in that area. So one more time, let's inhale all the way up. Hold the breath in at the very top. This time, imagine you're letting all of that tension go. It's all being released to the earth. There we go, yeah. And let the arms be loose weight. We'll step a little wider. And then taking a little side-to-side motion, let your arms hit the front side, the back side of your body. If you're in a chair, you can take a gentle twist. So the arms are giving us a little massage, gently hitting the sides of the body, and then let that travel up to your arms and shoulders. Giving yourself a little pat on the back for taking this time to connect with yourself today. And then make your way back to center. So our physical heart actually is always emitting an electromagnetic field. It's the strongest point and organ in the body that is sending out this signal to tell the rest of the body, all of the cells, the brain, very important information. And an energy force that has such an incredible influence on this electromagnetic pulse is our emotional state. So as you can imagine, the emotions that are stressful, like anxiety, pain, fear, anger, those are sending one signal throughout the body. The brain gets that information and sends hormones throughout the body of stress or fight or flight response. While on the other hand, uplifting emotions, love, compassion, harmony, those are sending a very different signal throughout the body, a powerful, uplifting signal. And something that we can do through our yoga practice is to cultivate that connection, to open up that pathway between the heart, all of the cells, the brain, that is uplifting and nourishing. So to try that out together, we're going to bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. And you can close your eyes here. Let all of the facial muscles be relaxed. The eyes are soft in their sockets. Can you feel your heartbeat? Through the nose, gently inhale and feel the chest expanding like a balloon. And feel the belly expanding all the way down towards the hips, the breath with the inhale expanding. And with the exhale, The belly button comes in towards the spine, the chest, softening. Continue this breath at your own pace. Deep, full breaths. The feeling of the heartbeat under our fingertips, sending a direct feedback loop to the brain that all is well. Coming into a parasympathetic nervous response. This wonderful, relaxing, calming energy circulating throughout the body. And a very powerful way to cultivate uplifting emotions to spread throughout the body is opening up to gratitude. What are you grateful for in this moment? What is your heart's call? And bring to heart and mind all of the wonderful support that you have in your life, the loved ones. Maybe it is pets, family, friends, our loving connection with the Guru, to Blue Star, and all the masters. And allow this gratitude to pour throughout your body, every cell receiving it like a warm hug. We hold each other in our space in gratitude for each other, for this global community. As we clear our own electromagnetic field, it is in communication with those around us, our relationships, our community, and extends all the way out to the world. Every time that we return to this deep source of love, we are connecting to a world of love, a world of peace. And we'll inhale and slowly open the eyes, relax the hands, and you can shake the hands out, get a little blood flowing in the arms. And then bring your palms to face forward by your side. Inhale deeply, filling the lungs, reach the arms overhead, all the way up towards the sky. Bring the palms to touch, big full body stretch. And exhale slowly back down by your sides. We're allowing the chest cavity, the inhale brings the arms open and wide, the ribs are expanding for big full breaths in the lungs. And exhale, gently squeezing all of the air out. Inhale fresh oxygen, nutrients for the body. And exhale, releasing what we no longer need back to the earth, recycling. Once more, big full breath. And exhale back down by your side. So we'll find that really nice stance again where we feel like we are grounded. This time we're going to come into a heart-centered Kapalbhati, breath of fire. So a little bend in the knees, feel grounded with your feet connecting to the earth. And this time the arms they're very loose here. It's almost like you're holding a beach ball in front of you here. Yeah, the arms are loose, and as we do this, let them be free. We can move as if we're dancing. It's a very intuitive and graceful movement, and it might look silly, and that is okay. So exhale completely through the mouth. Inhale completely. And exhale, breath of fire, heart-centered. The exhale is through the nose, as if you're striking a back box of matches, and the inhale will happen naturally. It's okay to dance, be free, smile. Wonderful. Your heart is shining. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Enjoy this moment. Enjoy whatever is happening for you internally. Perhaps there are emotions that are asking to be released. Or maybe you're just feeling a really wonderful feeling of the subtle body. Just observe whatever's coming up for you here. So now we'll do another version of the heart-centered Kapalbhati. This one, our arms are coming overhead for it, and I'll show you what it looks like. It's almost like a grabbing motion. And all of our focus is to bring that in towards the heart center on the front side and the back side. Our heart chakra is going through both sides of the physical body. It's an energy point, so there is no limit to this energy point. So just to show you what it looks like, it's going to be like a grabbing motion. So the arms are connected to the heart chakra, and all of that energy is coming to the heart center. So we'll get ready with our arms. And if this is something that your body's telling you intuitively to take a different posture, go right ahead. We'll take an exhale all together. Inhale. And begin. Shoulder blades are down the back, the face is relaxed. Little bend in the knees. No need to force anything here. Kundalini will guide you. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax the arms. Return to your natural breathing. You can even close the eyes here. Observe whatever is coming up for you. Okay, and now we will bring our feet together if we're standing. Otherwise, stabilize yourself once again in a chair. Palms come to face towards the front. Bring the shoulder blades down the back so you feel a greater space between the shoulders and the ears. Bring the ears back just slightly, just about a centimeter, so there's less weight on the neck and shoulders. The chin is level with the ground. Inhale, arms overhead. Interlace the fingers, the thumbs cross, pointer finger pointed up towards the ceiling. Bring your shoulders down the back, the trapezius muscle comes down the back. Tuck the tailbone slightly. And again, inhale, lengthening up. Feel the spine is long, the top of the head reaching up towards the ceiling. Exhale, reaching over to one side, taking a side bend. Lengthening out the arms. See if it's okay for your shoulders to straighten out the elbows. Keep pressing weight into the outside of the opposite foot if you're standing. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. One more on each side. Inhale, back up to center. Now interlace all of the fingers. Bend in the elbows, flip the palms up towards the sky, and bring your trapezius muscle, the big shoulder muscle, down the back, a little bend in the elbow. And once that is in place, you'll lengthen up the arms. See if you can straighten out the elbows. And a lot of times the belly likes to press forward. See if you can bring that belly back, engage the abdomen, tuck the tailbone slightly. And if you want to deepen this stretch on the forearms, you'll take your pointer and thumb side of the hand and very slightly rotate the palm to face up more towards the ceiling. Inhale long. And then exhale, slowly release. Press the heels of the palms away, arms coming back down by your sides. You can shake out the arms, get a little blood flowing. It's a really big stretch for the forearms there, especially if we do a lot of texting or desk work, which most of us do. And now we'll take the other interlace, so bring your fingers to interlace, and this one's going to feel a little awkward. Our brain wants to go the other way, so take the awkward interlace, flip the palms up towards the ceiling. Again, bring the trapezius muscle down the back. You know where to go from here. Engage the abdomen, tuck the tailbone, lengthen the spine. Press away towards the ceiling. Observe if each side is different for you here. Maybe we'll go a little deeper, the thumb and pointer finger pressing up, rotating at the wrist so the palm is parallel with the ceiling. Inhale long. And exhale, slowly release. Press the heels of the palms away to the sides. Yeah, nice. All right, and then separate the feet so we're hips distance. Bring the left hand to the right ear. And then bring the shoulder blades down the back. And we'll draw very gently with the weight of one butterfly. Bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. You want to be gentle with the neck. The muscles are very delicate here. And this might be where you stay if you don't want to go any deeper into this posture. But if you do want to deepen the stretch in the neck, we'll take our right hand and place it behind the small of the back. And then draw that shoulder. So this shoulder is going to draw down. And that will deepen the stretch of the right side of the neck. Sending all of the breath. You can even close your eyes to where you are feeling this stretch. Our awareness is enlivening and enriching the pranic energy currents, the nadis that are going to this area that sometimes get neglected throughout our daily tasks. Inhale, release. And then close your eyes and take some shoulder rolls up by ears and just observe the difference between both sides. And then Open the eyes, relax the shoulders down. We'll go to the other side, so right hand, left ear. Bring both shoulder blades down the back, and then slowly draw the right ear over to the right shoulder. So I see some of us moving around, just whatever side you didn't do before. So each side might be different. A lot of times, yoga will show us the asymmetry of our bodies. I know I have a lot of unbalanced parts of my body, and it's amazing how even with that, our body is in harmony, and we're just opening up even more to that harmony. If you want to deepen this, you can take the left hand to the small of the back. Again, draw the left shoulder down the back to deepen the stretch of the neck. And inhale, slowly release. Let's take the shoulder rolls up by ears one more time and feel the difference now. Now bring the chin towards the chest, and we'll draw a little semicircle of the chin over to one shoulder, and then the next. And then come back to center and interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, look up towards the ceiling, keep rooting into the heels. And once you feel like you've reached your peak of looking up towards the ceiling, open the mouth like you're about to take a big yawn, and then close the lips for a big stretch on the front of the neck. Inhale, looking towards the nose, coming back to level, releasing the hands. Now, if you would like to sit for this next part, you're welcome to. We're going to take a moment for some alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana. So get comfortable once again. So once you are comfortable, we will take our right hand and place your left hand underneath the elbow to help support the hand, and bring your right thumb to hover over your right nostril, and you can either take the two middle fingers to the space between the eyebrows, or some people prefer having them down towards their mouth. The ring finger is going to hover over the left nostril. Close the right nostril and inhale through the left. Close both nostrils, hold. The left stays closed, open the right nostril, exhale. Inhale right. Close both nostrils. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale, or close both, hold the breath. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close both nostrils. Exhale left. And release. Okay, we're returning to our natural breath. observing the balancing between the yin and yang energy, the moon and sun. And now we will turn to our Reiki healing box. So once again, connecting to the cosmic healing energy that is channeled through all of us. And if you'd like to place your hands up to send that energy from that source to all of the names that are here in this box, past, present, and future. And send this energy anywhere that your body is calling for, any cells, organs, any of the subtle energy points that feel like they need extra support. Extending this to our homes, our relationships, the communities where we live. This energy will go exactly where it needs to go in the perfect time. The energy is spreading throughout the world. We send this energy to leaders, to Mother Nature, across all ages, for the upliftment and enlightenment for all. All is perfect. This is perfect. That is perfect. From perfect springs perfect. And if you were to take perfect from perfect, all that remains is perfect. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you all so much for co-creating this healing space together. And we welcome Guruji Sri Vasudeva for the next segment of our healing circle.
Namaskar, everyone, and welcome to our meditation segment of the Healing Circle. So in our meditation today, we're going to use the discriminatory knowledge that you have to do what is righteous or good or noble, to uplift. We're going to use the power of intention and to sustain it. And we're going to use the power of action. In this case, it's the breath. And it's the thought power and the emotional power. So with this, I'm going to take you into the meditation and show you how this is done. At the end of it, you're going to feel more balance in your being, more uplift, more energetic nourishment, more well-being. What is beautiful about this is that you exist in me and I exist in you energetically. Just you holding me in your field of consciousness is to invite my energies into your being. And just me holding you in my field, I invite you into my being. We call that the holographic universe, where we exist in each other, we operate in each other. So our minds are in each other. The human senses bring the awareness that you're separate to me and you're differently located. But the more your consciousness grows, the more you begin to realize that my energies are impacting you and your energies are being impacted by me and from me and in me. So with this said, let's begin the practice of meditation for well-being. I'm going to start with just breath awareness. Full lung breathing. The Ujjayi breath, the power breath, but gentle. Contraction of the glottis, listening to this hissing sound of the breath. It's a calming sound if you just listen to the sound of the Ujjayi breath. Just let your body relax. Let all tensions fade away. Push your breath out gently, that you may pull in the breath effectively. Now I'm just going to enjoy this. This is a moment just to relax and enjoy the power of the breath. I'm doing full lung breathing. I'm keeping spinal column awareness. I am breathing just as my body needs it to be, and my soul guides it to be. Harmony of body and soul. Now, at the moment, I feel that I need more belly breathing, that I may bring my body into much more revitalized state. I make the breath a little more gross because I don't need to go deep into the mental field. I need to bring my mind to my body. I regulate the breath. That the body can delight in the experience. I can feel my nervous system, the gut plexus, the enteric nervous system being recharged, and that's a beautiful feeling. When nerves are strengthened. I'm connecting with the sacral area and the root, and here the gut is in charge. That gut power is where the intelligence of the lower area is. And I'm doing that together with my heart, so I can do it lovingly. And I open my heart so I can feel that I can energize my stomach area, my lungs, in a physical sense, and the nervous system of the heart. I'm keeping an awareness of how much air I'm bringing in, to balance it with the prana that I'm bringing in. My breathing wants to slow down now that I'm higher up. And my heart wants to channel energy with my mind, with my intentions. So I'm going into channeling energy through the heart. That makes me feel much more loving towards my body, which I absolutely love when that happens. And all systems are flowing harmoniously. And this feels absolutely delightful. I'm going to delight in this for a while. Mind is attentive to heart. Gut energy is stable. And I can feel wonderful energies going towards my stomach, to my lungs, to my physical heart. My breath wants to slow down and to be suspended at some points, and I allow it. And I can feel immediately that I'm in a deep pranic field, quantum field. That's influencing the body. That's holding the body. So I sustain this with my intention. So as you can see, I'm using the three Shaktis. I'm using the power of intention to sustain this loving posture towards my body. My action is my breath and just mind power. Where the mind is following the breath. And the breath goes beyond the in-breath of air. It continues after the lung breathing has stopped. When that happens, it's a delightful space where prana dominates in its healing and revitalizing mode. And I wait for when the body wants to breathe again. And it's lovely just to wait. And when the body gives permission to breathe again, I do it so ever so gently and lovingly. And slowly. My left nostril is dominant. I can feel it because the body feels cool. It's a cooling and prana from the left nostril. And it influences the right brain. Which brings more spacious thinking, more intuitive awareness. I can feel that my stomach is needing this. So it feels really like a balm to my stomach. And I'm going to stay there in healing mode, restorative energies. Then here I can energize my spleen. Go just beneath the rib cage on the left. And here I can energize my liver beneath the rib cage on the right. What a delight. I can't describe this to you. The breath naturally suspends. And healing mode is in effect. The Manas chakra is involved with the heart. Manas chakra works with the senses and the elements and the material body. My field is open to you, my energy field. So those of you who are receptive can feel what I'm doing. You will feel it in your soul being, at the heart level, mental level, and with the breath. Now I'm taking my attention to the eyes, holding my eyes in the same healing energy. And I'm breathing right up to the eyes to focus at the manas area, the front brain. I'm breathing prana to the eyebrow area, connecting to the medulla. And then holding my eyes in that healing field. Slowly bring in the gross breath. Of course, listening to your body. You need to energize the senses when you're coming back to the body and the body's activity. You need to bring in more air into the body, more oxygen. This is the Bhastrika, which is focused on storing of energy, not like the Kapalbhati or the fire breath that cleanses. This one, which breathing out and breathing in. And I do it just as needed to energize the senses. So I feel vital in the body once more. I feel that my body has been restored at deeper levels and also at the physical level, based on what I just did. And so the goal is really to understand the power that you have to influence the body and the power that you have to abuse the body, poor body, when you abuse it. You know, when we go to a rescue shelter and we see the poor animals that have been abused, we are so sorry, we are touched. Little do you know how you abuse your own body. And you have so much opportunities within your day, from the moment you wake up to when you go back to bed again, to take care of this beautiful body. However the shape is, however the features are, doesn't matter. The body is a beautiful body that is meant for you. And you should be in continuous improvement of it. Whatever nature has given you on the karmic journey, use it well, make it better, that you can get an even better one in the next round. And always remember that the body has capacity not only for pleasure but for pain. And that is a dual experience of human life. That whilst you are having all these pleasurable experiences of the nervous system and its excitement, remember that when you expend too much energies and you abuse the body, you get the opposite experience of pain. So if you're going to abuse the body, then you have to be able to tolerate pain. Joyfully. Because you're responsible for abusing it. And when you did what you just did here, revitalizing, uplifting, restoring, you get the opposite experience of balance. And not just pleasure when you use the body, but joyous pleasure of using the body wisely, intelligently. So the body is a gift. I hope that you have enjoyed the meditation experience. Meditation for me is always a joy. And I don't exclude the body from my meditation. I make sure I take care of it, and then I go inward. I nourish it, and then I go inward. I take care of it, and then I go inward. And when pranas are balanced in your being, peace envelops your being, like what you're experiencing now. I need no feedback from you. The field informs me. You're not far away, you're right in my being. You're not far away, you're right in my being. My body might be in Trinidad and Tobago, but my soul is with you. You can always find me. Even if the body is sleeping, you can still find me. Because many of you will dream of me, and it will feel real. It is real. My field is always open to you. I want to thank you for appreciating all that I am beyond the body. I really, really am touched by your appreciation of me. My physical presence, and all of you are very supportive in ensuring that my physical needs are met in the best way. I want to thank you for that, those of you who make your offerings in every possible way to take care of physical things. I thank you. And I'm deeply nourished by your love. I feel it. It nourishes me. If I were doing this by myself, it feels good because I'm good at doing it. But when I do it together with you, it's even better. You make my space larger. You make the space in which I interact larger. You make myself become bigger. And so I want to tell you how much I delight in doing what I do. There's nothing better I could ever want. So with this, I want to wish you a marvelous day. Have a blessed day, everyone. Namaskar.